Hey there, toy collector friends and Doctor Who fans alike, and of course fans of physical media. I am the Triple TC, that's the time travelling toy collector, and I am back with another entry into the Doctor Who Collecting the Collection range. We still don't have another Blu-ray box set limited edition from the classic range, so I'm still working my way through all the first releases of special edition Blu-rays for the new Doctors, the NuWho Doctors, whilst we wait the next entries into that range. And failing there being no more, by the time I get to the end of the NuWho first releases, I'll then go back and start infilling with those box sets that I already have, and move back again through the line, this time going chronologically until all the spaces are taken up, and hopefully interrupting with new releases as they come along. Hopefully that makes sense. So here we are with what is officially the complete 8th series, the first series to fully feature Peter Capaldi in the role of the Doctor. From a linear wibbly-wobbly perspective, in terms of continuity, I'm treating this as season 34 for my own nefarious ends, and so that there's a continuity across what I've planned out for this playlist, really. But I appreciate it's all a numbers game. It's the 8th series since it was rebooted, but in amongst that there were some sort of like mini seasons that were comprised, so you know, it's all a bit of it's whatever you want it to be. And for my sake, going from 1963 right through to present day, whilst I fully appreciate this is the complete 8th series of NuWho, in my scheme of things, it's season 34, and you'll see how that plays out over time, all being well. But let's not talk about numbers, let's talk about Blu-rays, and this is of course the Steelbook version, and it is beautiful. The colour schemes are beautiful, and I always love, so far I've always loved the artwork on these, both the limited editions for the classic Who, but also especially the Blu-rays that we're getting for the NuWho releases. It's still in its slipcover, so you can see the side there is beautiful. This purple is, this sort of deep blue purple is absolutely lovely. Here we have an array of the supporting cast for this season. Nice to see Kate Stewart and Osgood there. There's the alleged Mummy on the Orient Express. We've got Clara up front and centre, whether you like it or not. Cybermen, love interests, and good Daleks. So everything you could possibly want for this first season of the 12th Doctor. We have the listings here, all the necessary blurb. And you know what? It's a very nice slipcase. As I've mentioned before, I keep them in the slipcases because it does prevent some damage, and it keeps them clean. But let's get this off and out of the way so we can take a nice look. Oh, here's the this is what we get with it. Not, you know, perhaps what we've been used to in the past. It's just an insert with that, really. Doesn't tell us too much, but it doesn't, you know, does what it has to do. So back to the main event. This is the clean version of the front cover, so we can see pulled out there in the light some of the scribbles of the Doctor as he does on his blackboards. Gallifreyan symbols, 42, the meaning of life, and you know, all that sort of stuff. There's cogs from the opening sequence there intermixed in the background. We have the 12th Doctor there looking resplendent in one of his velvet jackets, and of course there's Missy over his shoulder, who also debuts in this series. We cut to the back, and there is that wonderful piece of artwork which is detailed on the slipcover, but here it is realised in full on this lovely Blu-ray Steelbook, which is really, really lovely to behold. And I just love the way the light plays off the various images there, particularly the Dalek there, and now the Cybermen. Very nice indeed. Oh dear, oh dear. So let's take a look on the inside, which is where there isn't so much to talk about. We've got the discs here stacked up inside. Not really an approach I'm a fan of. We can see behind them there. I mean, they're all picture discs, so it's very nice. We've got the Doctor and Clara in the TARDIS. I'm not going to take them all out for the purposes of that, because it's not, there's not that much to comment on in here. You know, the interiors of the Steelbooks aren't that exciting. I won't lie. They fluctuate with levels of excitement, but they're not that exciting. They're certainly not as exciting as the wonderful limited edition ranges for the classic series. They are wonderful space savers. I do have the DVD set for Series 8, and it takes up an awful lot of space, so I must say collecting these has been fantastic. And on that, I get to have a little rant, because it's been a while since I've had a little rant. And I just don't understand what the BBC are doing with the 12th Doctor's Blu-ray releases. Now, I know there are a couple back in the day. There were a couple that were exclusive Blu-ray releases for, I want to say Amazon, so I will. I think it's Amazon. But that was, you know, an age ago. That was several Doctors ago now. And they have been re-releasing Blu-ray special editions, or limited editions Steelbooks for the previous Doctors, because I've been collecting them. And this seems to be where they've stalled. So I'm glad actually that there's time between me recording and releasing this and actually getting into the rest of the 12th Doctor's run, because at the moment, at the time of filming this, I don't have any other Steelbooks for the 12th Doctor's run. I didn't collect them the first time around. I just had the DVDs in the rather interesting box sets that came there, because they had some special features. I recall this one, the DVD for this box set, had a feature where you pushed the button and the TARDIS sound played, which I think was also an Amazon exclusive, if I remember correctly, but my memory may be playing tricks. So if you can remember the truth of that, by all means let me know in the comments down below. But I really like what they've been doing with these. I also like the sort of move towards almost watercolor-esque type illustrations on some of these, and I think that's really worked. This is nice. It's a bit different to that, but it works, and it's cleaner, and it is kind of the 12th Doctor's time. And I think the existing series 9 and 10 Blu-rays Steelbooks were actually in that kind of style, because when I look to try and see if I can track any down online, they are available for silly money on eBay, and I mean epically silly money. But I'm a bit confused why, and if anyone knows the answer to this, please let me know in the comments below, because I really genuinely want to know what the answer to this is. But why we haven't seen any movement on this range since this release. I know that we've had subsequent releases from current Doctors in the Blu-ray Steelbook range, and that's great, fine, I get that. But why not this one? Why not continue what they've started? Why have we suddenly got a hiatus? And why are we leaving the 12th Doctor's range incomplete? Why can't we have those last two Steelbooks released? I just don't understand it. Maybe there are plans afoot for that to happen. But if there are, I'm unaware of them. I have looked. I don't know what the answer is, but somebody out there watching this may know. And if you do know, please do leave a comment down below to let me know. Or if you know why they're not doing it, tell me that as well, because then I'll sort of, not pay my mortgage for a month and buy them off eBay or something if I have to, which I really don't want to do, and probably won't do, because it is, there's a level of scalping that I won't sink to, and it is paying the best part of £200-300 for a Blu-ray set. It's insane. So yeah, please absolutely let me know what you know. And BBC, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you're not, but if you are, come along, let's have seasons 9 and 10, or series 9 and 10 of the 12th Doctor, so I can complete my collection. I cannot be the only person out there collecting these Blu-ray Steelbooks and finding myself in a cul-de-sac. Anyway, enough about me whinging and moaning, because nobody really cares about that. Thank you for staying with me for the last 10 minutes or so, having a look at what I do think is a particularly beautiful entry into the Steelbook range. The first full entry for the 12th Doctor, not just his eyebrows popping up in the previous set. around the 50th anniversary, we're actually getting the full-on 12th Doctor experience, eyebrows, jackets and all. Thanks very much for sticking with me. I very much appreciate it. If you've enjoyed my little look around this Blu-ray set and my thoughts around the 12th Doctor's Blu-ray collection element, then do please like the video. It really helps take on the evil of the algorithms. And whilst you're doing that, why not hit a subscription to the channel? It really helps, and it also helps push me towards my next subscriber milestone, which would be utterly fantastic. I really appreciate that. Anyway, you've been a fantastic audience. I've been the Triple TC. That is the time traveling toy collector. And whilst this hasn't been a toy, but an element of physical media, and I do love my physical media, although it does take up a lot of space, I still must say that the thing of beauty, which this undoubtedly is, really is a toy forever. Take care. Bye for now, and I look forward to seeing you in a future or a past video. Take care.